When are you going to tell the people of the internet that you've been rallying and trooping against to tell them that I'm a bully, that the reason why you are angry at me is because I turned down the many offers that you've sent my way to give your husband the gay experience, when you were pimping me to sleep with your husband after I sat on a couch with you on a podcast and told you the many times that I was a victim of sexual assault, after knowing all the things that you knew that I told you about, especially my incidents of sexual assault, you still saw it fitting to then ask me to give your husband a sexual experience. And because I said no to that, and I guess you're not used to people saying no to you, you then decided that you're going to be angry at me. Second question, when are you going to tell people that you actually don't care about how I stand up and fight for myself? Because on 2 occasions, you tried to book me to come to a conference and a event that you were hosting to come and speak to people to encourage them, and then also to teach them how I stand up for myself, because it's such a championing thing for someone to be able to use their rights and the Constitution to stand up for myself. And the reason why I didn't do those events is because you could not afford my rates. So do you still really care about the fact that I stand up for myself, or are you pretending because I'm the next thing that seems like a career defibrillator to bring what is left of the fake life that you've created in order to be popular for a little bit? You don't care about how I stand up for myself. You care about the fact that I am a name that you can use whenever you feel like it in order to spread hate, and it's easy for people to hate me because there are people who hate me nonetheless. Let me remind you something. The same thing that I'm doing, standing up and defending myself, is not brand new to Dominic. When there's a racist person on the internet, what do we all do? We find the employer, we find the company they work for or the company they own, and we report them there. But because it is a gay life and gay lives are not seen to be that important in South Africa, you then find it disgusting that I stand up for myself in that capacity. But in 2 days from now, if a white person came and became racist, you guys will be doing the same exact thing that I am doing on this platform to stand up for myself. You can still use my name. It's giving you a lot. It is keeping you on the tips of many tongues. But I also need you to tell people what a horrible human being you are. That a person that sat in front of you told you about the sexual violence that has been committed to them, that you wanted to impose the same sexual violence towards them. You have incited violence against me. You are still being homophobic. You're still being bigoted. You're still being misogynistic. You're being transphobic and every other phobic in the term, because it wasn't good enough that you went and bought 2 B's and an L. You needed to add a third one and get a triple BBL because bully has to be synonymous with you. Stop faking that you're fighting with or for the people. You are not. You are fighting a personal battle by lying on the internet. You've inflated everything that you've said. I've never said half the things that you've said, and everything that I've said, I said in your presence, and everything that I said to your co-conspirator, I said it in their presence as well. Because I believe in what I said, and I stand in what I said, and you proved me right in exactly what I said. You took the opportunity to open me up for bullying, then further went on and decided to let people know that they should be violent against me, which congratulations they are. That's why I took a break off the internet. I will not be addressing you any further because I don't have to fake anything to sit in the rooms that you are begging to sit in. I sit in those rooms because I actually deliver on what I have to deliver on. And when I sit in those rooms, it's because they know the value that I bring in those rooms. All you have to do is lie and climb off the backs of people. Because if you really ask yourself, what have you built of your career that was not a lie or that you did not use someone else's name to get? There's not much, is there? I don't do that. I work as Dominic. And every brand I've worked with that you are trying to take away from me has gotten their return on investment. And no brand is going to be stupid enough to just decide to cancel me because I'm standing up for myself. Because most brands in South Africa and international believe in inclusivity. And I'm fighting for that inclusivity. Not just on the internet, even on platforms that you probably will never hear anything about. Maybe until I'm deceased, when those brands and those companies and those people decide to tell those stories. I have nothing further to say.